Friends, the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses have recently dropped, and if you are one of the few thousand people that were lucky enough to be able to schedule an appointment to do your fitting and demo and buy one, congratulations. And from there, a couple of hundred has already posted their first impressions, their first weekend with the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses, and I've reviewed 75 million of them. For the sole purpose of walking you guys again in answering the question whether you and I should buy a Meta Ray-Ban display glasses. And in this channel, we do not drip feed you information to force you to stay at the end of the video to get the pertinent decisions that you are looking for. As per usual, we're gonna speed run through answering the most important questions concisely and directly at the top of the video, and then if you have a few more minutes to hang around and deep dive a little bit more, then hang around and let's chat some more. So let's get right to it. First, if you do not know what the Meta Ray-Ban displays are, they are the latest iteration of the Meta and Ray-Ban collaboration around smart glasses. The Meta Ray-Ban displays pretty much has all the features the Gen 1 and Gen 2 Ray-Ban Meta glasses and the Oakley Meta glasses have, except for an additional teeny tiny screen that the user can see on the right side of their vision. It also boasts a new neural link, which is a band around the user's wrist that controls the features of the camera and the software running it. Question number one, if you've never had smart glasses, should you consider buying the Meta Ray-Ban displays? Quick answer, no. And before I give you a couple of reasons why, the other important questions, if you already have the Gen 1 or Gen 2 Ray-Ban Meta glasses or the Oakley Houston glasses, should you upgrade to the Meta Ray-Ban display? Again, also no. Summary reasons are, number one, the cost is a little too expensive. Granted, it's not prohibitively expensive. It's $799, around $860 with tax. That is beyond the budget for sunglasses plus toys for most of us. Number two, it's also almost impossible to get. First, you'll have to schedule a demo. Then you have to go in person, in store, so that they can fit you, they can teach you how to use the neural band and how to look at the screen that's in your glasses and walk you through the features. And even if you get a schedule, you're not 100% guaranteed that there will be stocks of the size of glasses that you want, the color of glasses that you want, or even the size of the neural link that you need also. Next is, currently there is limited support. There's too few of these glasses to have replacement parts. One of the main issues that people have been sharing is that if you say break the neural band, the cool new feature that controls your glasses, you're just gonna have to buy a whole new set. Your band and the glasses is linked together. On top of that, if you even lose or break the charger for the neural band, you're also screwed because they're currently not selling those individually. So you have to be very, very careful about those. Next is the scarcity of the apps that is supported by the Meta Ray-Ban displays. I figured that will just grow in time. But for me personally, the apps that are included with the Meta Ray-Ban display aren't the ones that I use the most. It comes with WhatsApp and Messenger and Instagram. And although I use them, it's not enough for me to justify that as a portal to connecting with my friends on WhatsApp and Messenger. Let's say iMessage or FaceTime was there, then it would have been a little bit more of a compelling reason for me. But ultimately, I think the main reason why I won't, and I also don't think that you should buy, and I'll caveat this heavily, I really, really want one. I am very invested in the smart glasses ecosystem. I use my Houstons and my Ray-Ban Meta glasses every day, at work, at home, and whenever I'm out. I'm very, very fond of the system, but I hate to say it, but the frames are just ugly. I really thought that I was going to enjoy the sand version. The glossy black frame, I was already out from the get-go. They looked too chunky, and there's a lot of different face types there. It might fit some people, but in general, those frames are just a little too big, a little too gaudy, even muted by the preferred color that I wanted, the sand version. I know I can't pull it off. And to be honest, even just looking through the thumbnails of the people that are currently providing their initial reviews of it, it just doesn't look good. So adding all those factors up, as much of a smart glasses fan, as much as I am a fan of the Wayfarer silhouette, I just don't think this current iteration of the Meta Ray-Ban displays is good. And I know eventually I will get one of these. I think I will enjoy the features. I think I will enjoy the UI. I might not use them a lot, but just having them there and having the option to be able to see a little screen for a walking map, see a little framing guy whenever I'm trying to take photos or videos with my smart glasses. I think those are killer features, and I can't wait to be able to be an advocate of that particular product, but the frame needs some improvement. So circling back, first was the price. $799 is a good range. I think it is a fair amount for as much technology that they've packed in such tiny real estate in somewhat of a functional form factor. Though the glasses are a little chunky, they are still wearable glasses. So it has that going for them. If they were able to lower the price slightly more, closer to the $500 range, and maybe push down the price of all of their other products, then it'll be a little bit more friendly. It will give more people allowance to experiment on this new form of technology, in this new form of interaction with our wearable tech. Also, just the experience of having to go to a store and do a demo. I myself am not a big fan of going to stores. I'd rather just order it online and return it if it's not for me. So that shows a couple of things. One, either they have some supply issues, or they want to make sure that the first experience of this first generation of viewing tech is good. That's why they want you to go in store. They want to minimize delivery mishaps. They want to discourage buying and returning. We always know that the first generation of something is very expensive to the manufacturer because of all of the R&D, and a lot of these things that they do are first time, so they don't have time to iterate around it. So I understand that, but just the stock issues will be persistent. And then with the stock issues will be the support around those stocks. So I'm not a big fan of not being able to buy an extra charger, or not being able to have my neural band replaced fairly easily. Just the after purchase experience is a little bit touchy for now because it is very, very new. That's why I'm not a big fan of Gen 1 of things. In terms of the sparse apps, we always hope that they add more and more connectivity with both first and third-party apps. So we would assume that iMessage will be there, FaceTime will be there, but we're not sure of it. So that's another risk that early adopters will have to go through in terms of this technology. Again, lastly is the look. I've been watching so many of the demo videos, review videos, unboxing and first time usage or first few hour usage of the Meta Ray-Ban displays. And personally, and I'm not a fashion expert, I've only seen a few of the people that have it pull it off in a way that it doesn't look off or weird. We're still at the cusp of it is wearable, which is already a feat in and of itself. But it's not this. It's not these Gen 1 or Gen 2 Wayfarer frames where, compared to the original Wayfarers, yes, they're a little bit big, but you don't notice the size difference that much. The Meta Ray-Ban displays are noticeable. You know that there's something up with those glasses. To shrink the technology into such a tiny real estate is immensely impressive, but there is just a little bit more, just a few more millimeters, maybe one more centimeter here and there to make the frame more natural, more inconspicuous in terms of whether they are a pair of glasses or their wearable tech. Then we'll be cooking with grease. But right now, I've been watching the Zuckerberg presentation, and I'm not alone in this. A lot of people looked at it, it's like, it doesn't even look good on him. It doesn't even fit him. And I think that's the overall sentiment that I see in a lot of these people that are using them. They're not bad at all. I'm not saying that when you look like a person with Google glasses like back in the day where they'll call you a glass hole, but it is noticeable. And that's what we don't want in terms of our wearable tech, whether they are glasses, whether they're tiny cameras, and to a certain extent, earbuds. We want them to look natural. And we are close to that. And I'm very very, very excited for the next generation of the Meta Ray-Ban displays because I feel shaving a few more centimeters here and there will make all the difference. They are glasses first. Not great glasses because transitions will never be as dark as regular glasses, but they're glasses first. And with glasses, wearing it in your face, you don't want that to be the main attraction of your face. You want it to be an accent, an accessory, not the main focal point. But we're close, we're there, and best believe the second generation of these, I will make sure to be one of the first people to enjoy it, not just this one. I'm a huge proponent of smart glasses. I use mine daily, mostly for listening to my audiobooks, podcasts, and music. Very, very little on the AI part, but even just like the music and being able to answer calls, being able to hear the message that I get when the AI reads the message aloud to me, those are additive technologies that I've been enjoying the past couple of years, that I've been enjoying my Ray-Ban Metas and my Oakley Metas. And as later generations come out, hopefully prices come down a little bit more. We have a couple of more apps that are more useful, and we minimize the stock and support issues. I think these types of tech will be the direction where we'll be going towards. In the very, very near future, wearable displays, invisible displays will be ubiquitous, and a good number of us will be using it more than we think. All right, those are my thoughts. Thank you for hanging around. If you enjoyed this discussion between you and I, hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment on what you think about this new wearable tech. Tell me what you think about how the Meta Ray-Ban display looks to you. Is it funky? Is it nice? Maybe my taste is just wildly different from yours. But anyway, I really, really appreciate your time. I hope to see you in your next video, and as per usual, I hope to see you in the next of mine.